Warm welcome to all of you. Today we take up 16 sloka of the first chapter. In this discourse, the king Yudhishthir has blown counsel with Nakul and Sahadev. I invite Yudhishthir to explain the importance of this sloka in our daily life. I am Anjali Jariwal, MD Team 360. Request Yudhishthir to beginning of the discourse.
I am DD Sharma, CEO and Chairman Team 360. I would like to discuss 16th discourse on Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is as important as anything else in this world. For our practical life, it is so much important. The teachings of Bhagavad Gita are very, very useful. We can gain benefit from this Bhagavad Gita. Okay, that's why we have started 700 days project for illustrating and interpreting Bhagavad Gita as a practical guide for you. Okay, we will complete our journey in 700 days. 700 means almost 2.5 years we will take up to complete this journey. Okay, why we take only one sloka in a day? It has larger meaning. I will explain this later on. But now I first of all extend my thanks to Anjali ma'am for inviting me and Hema ma'am for digital support. Yes, now I would like that Bhagavad Gita is a magnanimous for action planning. Okay, what are actions? Action oriented book is Bhagavad Gita. Action oriented Karam Yoga. Karam Yoga is the main theme of Bhagavad Gita. You do your best. You do your best. You take actions, massive actions. Don't escape from taking actions. Okay? Action is the main pivotal teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Take actions. Though about vision, about Gyan Yoga, there are many sloks given in Bhagavad Gita. They are detailing about vision, Gyan Yoga. Vision is important for your life, but the emphasis of Bhagavad Gita is on Karam Yoga. Action. You connect yourself with the action abilities, capabilities of action. So, let us start 16th sloka with the help of PPT. That what is 700 Bhagavad Gita wisdom and 7 habits mission, because this discourse has two authorities. First is known as Lord Krishna and second is Stephen R. Given. Stephen R. Covey. Lord Krishna preached Bhagavad Gita. Okay, and Stephen R. Covey gave us a great book of 7 habits of highly effective people. Okay, then what is the main crux, main pivotal teaching is the Yoga Karmasu Koslam. Means you do the work excellently, expertly you do the work. Okay, this is the main and pivotal theme of Bhagavad Gita and teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, then we can say in the language of Stephen R. Covey that be proactive and be excellent. Yoga Karma Sukoslam means be proactive and be excellent. Then what is the need for you? Bhagavad Gita. Okay, first you become excellent, then you become significant, then you become prosperous, and then you become glorious in your life. Okay, these 5 things: become excellent, significant, prosperous, glorious, and actively engaged in your mission. These 5 teachings, these 5 achievements you will get if you listen these slokas of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, now we tell what is the 6th slok. Yes, Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthira Nakul Sahadevascha Sughosh Manipusakam. They all were blowing their own conch shell. So the first is Ananta Vijayam. Ananta Vijayam was the conch shell of Yudhishthir. Okay, Yudhishthir was the senior most Pandav, okay, eldest brother of Arjun, okay. And then why Raja, king? Big Sanjay says this thing that he is a king. Though he was exiled, but still he is a king. He has all features and all characters, those having by a king. So he is a king. So Yudhishthir here named and called as king. Though he was Kunti Putra, there were three sons of Kunti. First is Yudhishthir, second is Bhim, and third is Arjun. There are more two Pandavas also. Nakul and Sahadev, they were sons of Madri, the second wife of Pandu. Okay. Then these all four people making sound, resound with this. So Nakul and Sahadev, Nakul blown Sughos named Konsel, and Manipushpak Konsel was blown by Sahadev. Okay. These brothers resounding their counsels to make their greater importance, greater presence in the battlefield, so that there was a suitable answer for Kaurava's resounding. Okay. Now we see next. Okay. Yes, Yudhishthir blown Anant Vijaya, Nakul blown Sughos, Sahadev blown Manipushpak. Okay, there was a great pandemonium of resounding voice. Again, that what is the learning? Learning is this: collective resounding is important. You do at your work. Bhagavad Gita always say, do work collectively. Individual importance, no, not individualist. You are so effective, though you may be great, but you not so be effective. So do work collectively. Bhagavad Gita says you do collectively, and you have leadership in you like Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna took leadership for Pandavas only for this purpose, that there was a teaching. What teaching? That you should work collectively. You should win the battle collectively. You should do the work collectively. Collectiveness is the theme of Bhagavad Gita. You do all works collectively. And then if you do as a leader collective decisions, then all will follow. Okay. Then next we see Bhagavad Gita gives importance to four things. First is mind. Mind means vision. Vision means Jnana Yoga. Okay. Then second is body. Body is discipline. Then Karma Yoga. Okay. Then third is emotions. Emotions means Bhakti Yoga. Okay. Passion. And then last is spirit. Spirit means conscious. Conscious means Atma Yoga. So these four yogas have been described in Bhagavad Gita. And these four terms were used by Stephen R. Covey for making you excellent, significant and outstanding achiever in your life. Thank you very much. हिंदी में मैं थोड़ा बतला दूं कि इस 16वें श्लोक के अंदर प्रथम अध्याय के 16वें श्लोक में जो है युधिष्ठिर ने अपना अनंत विजय नाम का शंख जो है उसका वादन किया, और इसी तरह से नकुल ने जो है सुघोष नामक शंख का जोर से फूंका उसे, और सहदेव ने जो है मणिपुष्पक शंख का वादन किया। यानी मिलकर के सबने किया, ताकि जो शोरगुल मचाया था कौरव सेना ने शंखों के द्वारा और तरह तरह के सामरिक संगीत के द्वारा, उनका उत्तर देने के लिए इन्होंने भी तेज गति से और भयंकर रूप से इन्होंने अपना जो है शंख वादन किया। और इस शंख वादन से क्या परिणाम निकला कि धृतराष्ट्र के 100 पुत्रों का हृदय जो है अंदर से विदीर्ण हो गया, व्यथित हो गया, टुकड़े टुकड़े होने लगा कि अब जीत मुश्किल है, अब तो हार ही का सामना देखना पड़ेगा। ओके, भगवत गीता में मैंने बताया कि 4 तरह की बात कही गई है। सबसे पहले ज्ञान योग के बारे में बताया गया है, जिसको कि अपन विजन कहते हैं। हैव ए विजन। ज्ञान योग मीन्स विजन, कहाँ जाना है ये पहले तय होना चाहिए। ज्ञान हो इस बात का, करना क्या है, विजन। ओके, खुद के लिए भी और दूसरे के लिए भी, दूसरे लोग कहाँ तक पहुँच सकते हैं ताकि उनको इंस्पायर करना, उनको प्रोत्साहित करना। ओके, देन दूसरा जो है कर्मयोग बतलाया गया है, ताकि आप अपनी बॉडी से काम करो, खुद के लिए भी अच्छे काम करो और जन समाज के लिए भी अच्छे काम करो। भगवत गीता में एक बहुत अच्छा शब्द इस्तेमाल हुआ है, लोक संग्रह, कि जब आप अपने कामों से तृप्त हो जाओ तो फिर दूसरे लोगों के भले के लिए कार्य करना आरंभ करो, क्योंकि वो भी आप ही की आत्मा के अंश हैं। ओके, देन तीसरा है इमोशंस। इमोशंस में भक्ति योग बतलाया गया है, ताकि आप एक दूसरे के साथ में सहयोग पूर्वक, प्रेम पूर्वक मिलकर के काम कर सको। और अगला जो है आत्मयोग। आत्मयोग का मतलब सब लोग एक ही हैं, एक ही आत्मा के सब टुकड़े हैं। जैसे समुद्र में पानी है और बूंदें जो है मिलकर के समुद्र बनाती है, और फिर समुद्र जब बूंदों में टूट जाता है, बूंदें अलग अलग हो जाती है। तो ऐसे ही सभी लोग आत्मा से ही बने हुए हैं, और जब सबका एकीकरण होगा तो परमात्मा बन जाता है। थैंक यू वेरी मच। भगवत गीता के जरिए आप लोग एक्सीलेंट बने, आउटस्टैंडिंग बने और एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेटिंग बने, और समाज में सम्मानित बने और आर्थिक रूप से संपन्न बने। धन्यवाद।
Hello everybody, today's discourse remained eye-opening. I am Manju Jangid, Project Director Team 360. With due respect, extend my gratitude for DD sir. I also extend my thanks to all of you. Okay, we will see in the next discourse.